Hello, and welcome to the Poetry Pea Podcast. I'm Patricia, and I'm delighted to be here sharing with you a selection of poems written in response to April's Poetry Pea video prompt on our YouTube channel. This time beautifully curated by the effervescent Lakshmi Iyer. Thanks so much, Lakshmi. Great choices about to be heard. This month's prompt invited poets to pause and look upward, to notice colour, sound, atmosphere, and those fleeting moments when sky and earth seem to meet. From spun sugar sunsets to cricket song at dusk, from cotton candy clouds to puddles that hold the heavens, these poems capture small, luminous moments of wonder. My thanks to Anthony Lusardi for his superb video. And don't forget, if you have any videos you'd like to share with us, you can send them to me, about 25 to 30 seconds long, please, and in landscape mode. That's horizontal. Thank you. As always, it's a joy to see how one prompt can inspire such a rich variety of voices and perspectives. We do have some new voices on here today. Alongside these selected pieces, I'll also read a handful of bonus poems, haiku and short poems that echo the same themes of sky, colour, birdsong, memory, and light. So wherever you are, perhaps take a moment to settle in, breathe, and lift your own gaze skyward as we begin. I hope your view is better than mine. All I can see is a grey sky. So, here are the chosen poems from the Poetry Pea video prompt from April. Crickets rasp, filling my thoughts down to a nub. Crickets rasp, filling my thoughts down to a nub. Ralph Mathews. Resting on the oak branches, first pink sunset. Resting on the oak branches, first pink sunset. Kerry J. Heckman. Just peachy, nothing but bird songs and crickets. Just peachy, nothing but bird songs and crickets. Dennison. Shrill dawn, the pink of crickets chirping. Shrill dawn, the pink of crickets chirping. Vaishnavi, Ramaswamy. Tilting toward dusk, scent of garden greens. Tilting toward dusk, scent of garden greens. And that's by Trey. A plane overhead finds the gardener's solitude, spread of sunset. A plane overhead finds the gardener's solitude, spread of sunset. Curran. Did I miss the gender reveal party? Feeling left out. Did I miss the gender reveal party? Feeling left out. Kendall, oi. Kendall, I'm not sure I'm pronouncing your name right. Write to me and tell me how to pronounce it, please. Thank you. Hammock rope snap. A bruised sky between the branches. Hammock rope snap. A bruised sky between the branches. Jonathan Blakeslee. Spring twilight. A cricket's chirp unfolds its colours. Spring twilight. A cricket's chirp unfolds its colours. Hifsa, Ashraf. Strands of childhood, spun from my past, cotton candy clouds. Strands of childhood spun from my past, cotton candy clouds. Klugh. Between the lines, pink of the sky, gathering dusk. Between the lines, pink of the sky, gathering dusk. Govind Joshi. Evensong. The hum of crickets in a minor key. Evensong. The hum of crickets in a minor key. Melissa Dennison. Last light. A falling petal, mothless now. Last light. A falling petal, mothless now. Tom Bierovic. After the storm, a parking lot puddle holds the sky. After the storm, a parking lot puddle holds the sky. Veronica Tucker. Physics of flight, light the sky. Fairy floss. Physics of flight, light the sky. Fairy floss. Jennifer L. Blank. Another glorious sunset, blocked by houses, blocked by trees. Another glorious sunset, blocked by houses, blocked by trees. Tony Williams. And from the video prompt, the last poem and something a little new, an editor's choice. Many of the poems were in the running, but Lakshmi and I had to choose one, and so this one we both agreed just had the edge in terms of haiku craft. Spun sugar. I find the perfect colour for your nursery. Spun sugar. I find the perfect colour for your nursery. Marion, Clarke. Congrats, Marion. And before we return to the poems, I'd like to ask for your help in keeping Poetry Pea flourishing. If you enjoy the podcast, the prompts, and being part of this wonderfully creative community, there are several ways you can support what we do. If you're able, you might consider making a small donation or becoming a Poetry Pea member. Your support helps keep the podcast going, the competitions running, and allows us to continue creating spaces where poets can gather, learn, and share their work. You could also volunteer some of your time and talents. We're always grateful for an extra pair of hands, and before long, I'm going to be looking for judges to help read and select poems for an upcoming submission window. If that sounds like something you'd enjoy, do get in touch. We'd love to hear from you. And of course, one of the simplest and most helpful ways to support Poetry Pea is to spread the word. If you'd like to give us a little shout out on your social media, share an episode, or tell a fellow poet about the podcast, it does make a difference. Every recommendation helps our lovely poetry community grow. However you choose to support Poetry Pea, whether through membership, volunteering, or simply listening and sharing, I thank you from the bottom of my heart. Your encouragement and enthusiasm are what keeps this little poetry pod blooming. So shall we get back to the poems? I've tried to stay with the themes of Anthony Lusardi's lovely video, and I thought this next one was spot on. This pink, this sky, right now. This pink, this sky, right now. Henry Kellogg from Frogpond 43.1. Black cherry dewdrop, full of sky. Black cherry, dewdrop full of sky. Craig Kittner from the Poetry Pea Journal 122. And this might be a good moment to remind you that next month, June 2026, our terrific team of experienced haiku editors are reading one-line haiku and senryu. I have done some podcasts to help you out in this particular series and an essay. Links in the show notes. Now, don't miss out on submissions. I will send you a mailing to remind you if you're on the list. But if you're late signing up or coming to this podcast late, don't worry. Check out the drop-down menu on the submissions tab on the Poetry Pea website and you'll see what we're reading at the moment. Okay, more poetry please. The light pink of her silk umbrella, first sign of spring. The light pink of her silk umbrella, first sign of spring. Mimi Ahern, Poetry Pea Journal Summer 2021. Pink-edged clouds. The last crow shepherds the others home. Pink-edged clouds. The last crow shepherds the others home. Mike Gallagher from the Poetry Pea Journal 122. A caterpillar in the chirp of a sparrow. Summer skies. A caterpillar in the chirp of a sparrow. Summer skies. Keith Evetts, Poetry Pea Journal 123. Where the trail escapes the trees, the shape of the sky. Where the trail escapes the trees, the shape of the sky. Angela Terry, Poetry Pea Journal Autumn 2020. Burning skyscape. I know now the colour of his eyes. Burning skyscape. I know now the colour of his eyes. Shreya Narang, Poetry Pea Journal 524. Darkening sky. A choral bird song becomes solo. Darkening sky. A choral bird song becomes solo. Srinivas S. From the Poetry Pea Journal Autumn 2021. Right before the sky turns dark, brewer's blackbird. Right before the sky turns dark, brewer's blackbird. Joshua St. Clair. Poetry Pea Journal 2/23. Autumn's bright moon. However far I walked, still far off in an unknown sky. Autumn's bright moon. However far I walked, still far off in an unknown sky. Chiuni, translated by R.H. Blythe. Right under the big sky, I don't wear a hat. Right under the big sky, I don't wear a hat. Hosai Ozaki. Which made me think of my Crystal Palace hat, which I often wear to make new friends. Speaking of which, they are playing their very first European final tomorrow in Leipzig. Please, please, keep all your available fingers, toes, and any other limbs crossed for them. We all want to feel glad all over on Thursday morning, don't we? And that, of course, brings us to the end of this Poetry Pea podcast episode. My thanks as always to every poet whose work was featured today, and to all those who took part in April's Poetry Pea video prompt. I always look forward to the monthly email with the video prompt editor's choice. And thanks again to Lakshmi Iyer for curating this month. And to Anthony Lusardi for his video, which invited us to look a little bit more closely at the colours of the sky and listen to the sounds of the evening. I hope these poems have offered you a quiet pause in your day, perhaps even inspired you to pick up your notebook and write a few lines of your own. If you have anything about grey skies and torrential downpours, which might cheer me up, send them over. And if you've enjoyed listening, do remember to subscribe on whatever platform you listen to the podcast, share it with fellow poetry lovers, or support Poetry Pea in any of the ways I mentioned earlier. So until next time, keep writing, keeping in mind that we have one-line haiku coming up imminently. And don't forget to find poetry in the small moments that are oh so precious. Ciao!